Hi there, this is Jalen West, and I'm back again with another one of my motivational videos, as promised. And this week I wanted to talk to you about living your life with passion. You know, it's something that we don't really think about. We don't really think about what we put into what we do. We just do it. Sometimes we just have to, push our way through it or whatever. But I was inspired. I went to see the group called Stomp last week, and they were amazing. They had so much passion in what they did that it truly inspired me to share this in my video today. You know, these are the kids, I should say young performing artists, because they are very talented in what they do, and they're the ones that they literally bang on trash cans and broomsticks. It's a complete percussion, and they put everything into each performance, and it was I was mesmerized by it and just enjoyed it thoroughly, and so I wanted to share that with you. And you know, not everything in life is easy to be passionate about. When you think of the stock market this week and the roller coaster ride that we've been on, and the economy, and there's so many things that I can go into, but things that are really outside of our control. And you know, we have a choice, and that choice is, how are we going to react to this situation? Initially, we may not even think of our reaction. We may just completely react, and that's just human nature. But then, as we step back from it, as we calm down from the panic of it. And not really just the stock market, but there are always situations in our life that literally just throw us. And you know, we just didn't see it coming. We were blindsided by it. So we have a choice, and we can be doom and gloom. We can worry, which is a misuse of the imagination, by the way, or we can choose to find a way to focus on the good and work through the situation. And of course, in my opinion, that is the latter one is the best choice. It's kind of like an example I can give is driving in Dallas, or probably any big city, but Dallas is a bit more like NASCAR in my opinion. So, you know, I can go along and cruise on LBJ thinking, you know, okay, I'm gonna get there on time. You know, it's everything, it's smooth sailing, and then all of a sudden, somebody cuts me off. They're completely unaware, or maybe they are aware, which makes it even more annoying. But they might be on their phone, calling, texting, eating. Who knows? Maybe they're just in a race. Who knows? I really don't understand that, and that is another video, by the way. Or probably not really, because I'm not going to talk about bad drivers. Why would I? Except for the example of my reaction when that happens is that most often I'm really, really ticked off because they almost caused an accident. I may have had to slam on my brakes, you know, whatever the situation is. And then I step back and I realize I don't have to straighten this person out. I don't have to let them know what a bad driver they are. All I need to do is get my head back in the game and focus on what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is I've got a destination to get to, and I want to get there safely. I don't want to be in an accident. So that is how I try to step back and not allow myself the negative reaction, although initially it usually is a negative reaction. And it just takes time, and it takes great discipline to not allow ourselves to completely overreact in situations. So what I try and do is when things in life, hurdles in life come and they hit me broadside, and again, don't see them coming, is, you know, first there's the reaction, and usually there's anger and denial, or whatever scenario it is, because it comes at us from so many different directions, really. But as I step back, and I will say, I look to God for this, and I ask for His help because I realize it's outside of my control. There's only so much I can do, but He's in control of everything. And so in doing this, then I shift gears, figuratively speaking, and I start focusing on the good things and throwing my passion into things that I love. It might be writing, it might be doing something creatively, or believe it or not, now even getting in the kitchen and cooking, seeing people who make me happy, reading, whatever it is. And I find then that the pendulum swings back and I've got it back in focus. There are obviously things I can't control, and I'm not going to let them control me. I'm just not going to let that happen to me. And so I encourage you to do the same. Don't let circumstances that seem, terrible, completely control your life. Find your way through them and realize it's not the end of the road. It's not. Tomorrow will be a better day. And I'll end this with my story of Jackie, who was one of my favorite students, and she back when I was teaching 5th grade, and she was bright and sweet, and probably never got in trouble. I seriously doubt it, but she struggled in math. And she came up to me one day. I was not her math teacher, but she came up to me one day and she was devastated. And I said, Jackie, what's wrong? And she just burst into tears. And I couldn't imagine anything that would make Jackie cry this much because she was such a happy-go-lucky, sweet little girl. And so we went outside in the hallway and talked. And she said, Mrs. West, I just don't get this math. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I'm not making a good grade. And she just burst into tears. And I was touched because I realized that we all have those moments that we're devastated and we don't know what to do about it. And I told Jackie, I said, Jackie, math is just one of those situations where you look at it and you can't figure it out, and you step back and then go back and revisit it. And the answer will probably come to you, and you'll probably get it. And even if the answer doesn't really come to you, it's okay, because it's not the end of the world. And so she felt better, and I said to her, you know what? The good thing about a bad day is tomorrow can be a better day. So just let it go, babe. So she came up to me a week later and she was so ecstatic. And she said, Mrs. West, guess what? I get it. I get the math. I understand it. Thank you. I hadn't explained the equation to her, and I can't even remember what they were studying. But it just made me realize that, we all have those situations in life that throw us for a loop, and we can just freak out about it or not. Step back and let things fall into place. And, find your passion. Find the things that bring you joy. And focus on those and let the other things come back into place. They will. So that's it for today. This is my encouraging moment for the day. If you like this, please share it with your friends. You can find me on Facebook under Jalen West with a capital L. Life in Our Community, The Organic Lifestyle, and I've got a few other pages just because I can and they're fun. I'm on LinkedIn, YouTube, and with YouTube again it's Life in Our Community, Twitter, Instagram, Google, Pinterest. I have a blog called Jalen's Groovy Blog, and if you're into photography, I have a website, and it's jalenwest.com. So make it a great day and live your life with passion and let go of all that stuff that you can't control. Have a great day.